Hi, welcome back. So, today in this video, we are going to learn about priority and severity of bugs as well as tasks. So, we have been talking about bugs, defects, and issues for past few videos. Now, uh, you might think, what is the need of this priority and severity? So, it defines the priority defines the what we say response, like how fast that issue should be resolved. And severity is other thing that indicates the effect on the application. Okay, I'll explain you in detail. Let's see priority and severity of bugs. Let's see the bugs priority and severity first. So priorities can be of different levels. Okay, P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, there are four different levels of priorities. P1 is the highest priority, P2 is high, P3 is medium, and P4 is low. And uh, let's say there is a login page. Okay, let's say there is a login page and we are not able to log in. Or end user is not able to log in. When we tested it, is the issue that we identified that if we deploy that screen, end user will not be able to log in. That is the issue we have identified. Now, you think what priority it should be? It should be highest, high, medium, low. Which one it should be? If we think proper, if we think like if you think from the end user, it is a highest priority bug. Why it is a highest priority bug? Without logging in, we cannot do anything inside the application. Let's say our day-to-day application is like Facebook and WhatsApp. Okay, if we are not able to log into our Facebook application or WhatsApp application, will we be able to perform activities like putting the statuses, chatting with friends, posting some videos, posting some ads? Can we do all this? No, right? So we need, as a tester, we need to think from the client shoes or the end user shoes. We need to put ourselves in end user shoes, and we need to think from their perspective. Now, uh, as we have discussed, if the login application, login of an application is not working properly, then that would be a highest priority. Okay, coming to high, medium, low. Okay, there are three other priorities. Let's say there is an application. Okay, but we have identified an issue. Okay, after identifying the issue, it uh, it is a high priority. We know it. If we do not fix it, some part of the application might not work. Okay, but other parts will be working. And so this in this scenario, it will not be a highest priority. It would be high priority. It's not a critical. Okay, it is a high priority bug. But if it is not fixed immediately, it will have an impact on an application, but it will not be huge. In such cases, that priority of bug will become a high priority. Okay, then medium and low. So there will be few bugs where if that particular bug is not fixed, some part of the application will not work, but we can still live with it. Like the end user can work properly on the application. In such cases, some bugs will be marked as medium. And coming to low priority bugs are the bugs which do not have any impact on the application. Now, you might think, who will decide the priorities? Developers or leads will decide. The developer, leads, or business analyst will decide the priority of the bugs. Okay. So if the priority of the bug is highest, it should be fixed as early as possible. Okay. This is the priority of bugs. Now coming to severity part. So severity is something where the how much like effect on the application. Severity indicates the effect on the application. Here we have 5 different types of severities. Same as priority, we have P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5. Okay, P1 becomes a blocker, P2 is critical, P3 is high, P4 is medium and P5 is low. Okay, and severity will be defined by the testing team itself, and severity is the effect of the application in which indicates the effect on the client. Okay, so severity will be decided based on the perspective of the end user. Priority will be decided by the developers or leads or business analysts. So priority is the internal status, or what we say, internal thing that can be decided by the organization, but severity should be decided based on the client's perspective. Okay, now there can be different combinations as well. Okay, now I'll go each and every severity. I'll explain each and every severity, and then we will look into the combinations as well. Okay. Now there are 5 different severities, right? Blocker, critical, high, medium and low. Blocker, let's take the same example of login page. Now in the login page we were not able to log in earlier, right? In our earlier example we were not able to log in. Now let's say the login page is not working, but we or the end user need to work on some part of the application after logging in, but all of a sudden login page is not working. In this case, as this login page is not working and it is blocking the end user or the testing team, blocking the testing team or the end user, whoever is working on, to work on the other parts of the application. In this scenario, this becomes a blocker. Okay. Now coming to critical. Critical is something like the highest priority. So in severity we have critical. So critical is some part of the application is not working. Okay, let's say some part of the application is not working, and because of this some part, there are other major areas of the application which are being affected. Now this becomes the critical. Yes, this becomes the critical. So because the user tries to log in the application and work on it, he will not be able to work on the major parts. So in such cases, we will change the severity to critical. Again, high severity. High severity is where, okay, some part of the application is not working, though it is a required part. Client might not use that frequently. In such cases, we can think from client's perspective, and we can say that, okay, that's a high priority bug that needs to be fixed, but it's okay if it takes 1 or 2 days time. It's okay. In such case, we will mark that bug severity as high. Now we have medium and low priorities. So medium and low severities. In the medium and low severities as well, as I said in priority, if some part of application is not working and the client will not use that area more frequently, let's say he just uses for once in a month or twice in a month, in such cases, or twice a week, in such cases, that bug could be medium. And low priority, low severity. Low severity is where there is a bug, let's say some typo error, but it is not typo error of in a field. Field name is username. You know the username word, right? USERNAME, username. But the that well, like in application, it was mentioned as USR name or USE name. So these kind of bugs, this is also a bug, but it's a low severity bug. There is no impact on the application. So in these are the different levels of priorities and severities. And apart from that, we have different combinations as well. Okay, I'll try to insert a table. Okay, E1, 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 E2, E2, E3, E2, E1. Next, P4, P5, P4, P2, P2, P4. So I have given a small example of the combinations. There could be more. Okay, every priority could have a combination of a severity as well, like highest with blocker, highest with critical, highest with high, highest with medium, and highest with low. In the same way, high with blocker, high with critical, high with high with medium, high with low. In that way, there will be n number of combinations. Okay, it depends on the situation scenario that of the bug for which we are logging in. Okay, now you might think uh, like let's think a combination. Priority is P4, that is low, but severity is P2, it's a critical. Now let's see where could we get this kind of combination. Priority is P4 and severity is priority is P4 and severity is P2. Where could we get such kind of scenario? Okay, let's say our institute, or our institute, that is Arvind Brothers, is having a logo. Okay, and I reached an organization, software organization. Let's say I reached a software organization and asked them to develop an application for me, and I gave my logo. Okay, in this case, if they mention my name in the logo incorrectly, let's say our institute name is Arvind Brothers, but they have missed one single A. in my name, in my company's or in my organization name. While designing the application, while providing the logo, let's say they have missed it, or while giving the title of for that application, they have missed it. Now, how would I feel? First thing, it would be critical for me. It will not be critical for the organization, but it is a critical for the end user. Why it is a critical for end user? See, with ARVI and the brothers, there could be some other organization, and if they came to know that I have used their name, they might file a case against me. Or leave about the case. If let's say, see, my our institute is Arvind Brothers, ARVI and the brothers, right? But if it was designed in such a way, where one A is removed and ARVI and the brothers is created as the title, but the logo says Arvind Brothers only. Okay. Now, when it goes to the end users or people who are using my application, they will be familiar with Arvind ARVI and D only. They will not know the real name, which is a impact on me, on my organization again. So hope you are understanding it. So the logo or the title is a low priority for the company, but it is a high priority for the client because it is the client's reputation. It is the client's brand. So we need to be very careful while we log these bugs and set the priorities and severities. So if we do not know what priority or severity we need to give, it would be better if we reach the business analyst or lead. Okay. Now, priority of tasks or stories. So in tasks or stories, we will not have any severities. Okay. Why we will not have any severities? Because it is internal. Okay. So we are working the stories or the tasks for the client's requirements, but still it is still internal. Okay. So there will not be any severity. Now, I'll give you an example. Here you have 4 different stories. Let's say it's a project, and here we have 4 different stories: login page, home page, contact us, notifications, and payment process. Now, of these 5 pages, of these 5 stories or tasks, you tell me which one will be the first priority, which one will be the second priority, which one will be the third priority, which one will be the fourth priority, and which will be the last and final 5th priority. Okay, let's do some exercise. First, will it be login page? Yes, first will be login page. Because without login page, we cannot go to other pages. What would be the second? Will it be home page, contact us, notifications, or payment process? What would be the second priority? If you say payment process, then here is a thing that I can explain you. Let's say we have given the login page and we have given the payment process, like we have developed both of them, and we have given these 2 pages to the client. Now client is working, so we did not give the notifications. Okay, we said that we'll give the notifications in the third stage, as a third like we'll develop in the third part and we'll give it to the client. We said that. So now client has logged in Okay, client has this application and he asked his users to log in, and now the payments are being processed. Now what would happen? No one will get the notifications. Even the user will not, even like both purchaser and the merchant both will not get the notifications when they use this application. Payment will be processed. So will that be a disaster or not? If you think that's not a disaster, I'll tell you. If without, let's say we are there in India, we have UPI payments, and in other countries they have different kind of payments. Now let's say we have paid to someone. Okay, we have scanned through the QR code and we have paid. Both the payee and the receiver does not get the notifications. If they have to check if the payment was deducted from the payee account and receiver account, and amount got credited in receiver account or not, they have to go to the bank application and then check. Okay, because they did not receive any notification. Now let's say the merchant is busy, he doesn't have time to check. Will he give you the product? No, we will not give the product. He'll definitely say, I did not receive any notification on this. How can I give you the product? He cannot, right? He will not give the product. So there can be a number of situations as such. To avoid all this, okay, to avoid all this, what we can do is we can put notifications as second priority. Now, notifications as second priority. Fourth priority would be contact us, and fifth priority could be homepage. Okay. Now the payments. Now there are, as we have login page and the notifications. Payments, when the payments are processed, we'll get the notifications. We'll get the notifications. Let's say after we got the after some time, when the payments are processed, there is some issue. There got some issue in the application. So no one knew whom to reach because there is no contact us page. Contact us page was promised to release in the fourth sprint. I'll tell about the sprints. Just I use the word sprint just to remember. We will be discussing in the models. Okay, software development models. In software development models, we'll be talking about the sprint. Okay, but as of now, just remember this word. We have promised to client that we'll release the contact us page in fourth sprint. Now, let's say each sprint is of 2 weeks. Okay, already 6 weeks are done. He has to wait another 2 weeks, and that will be a disaster for his application again. Why? Because why it will be a disaster? It's because though the payments are processed, though the notifications are received, if when there was an error or an error in the application, no one could reach to the support for the support. If you remember, sometimes in our Paytm application, Google Pay application, like UPI payments, I shouldn't use this word, but I have to. In our UPI payments, sometimes payments get failed. What do? We raise a ticket. We reach out to the customer support team. Now, if the contact us page itself is not present, whom the end user will reach? No one. We cannot reach anyone. Then that will be a problem. Now, to avoid this, what can we do? we can put contact us as second priority. Now this seems good. Once we have the login page, we have contact us page, we have the notifications ready, and payments are processed. Once everything is done, they'll receive the both purchaser and the customer or the end user, whoever is using this application, will receive the payments. Okay. If there is an issue, they'll reach out to the contact us page and see the who is the contact person, and they'll reach out to that person. Okay. And why are we developing homepage in the final sprint? Why? Because homepage will describe something about the application. Okay. There could be some rewards, awards, whatever it could be. But without those rewards, awards, application can still live for some time. So homepage will be our last priority. First priority will be our login page, second will be contact us, third will be notifications, fourth will be payment process, and fifth and final priority would be homepage. Guys, I hope you understood the concept. Okay, I hope you understood the concept. If you want to get more information on priority severity, you may also Google it, and you can see the Guru 99 page where you will have more information on it. But you may reach it, but I'll tell you something. Even though you reach to these web pages, you will have information, but you may not understand. So before you reach to these web pages, I suggest you first go through the video completely, thoroughly, until you understood all the concept about priority and severities. You have questions, first reach out to me, and after everything is done, and once you have reached out to me, I have clarified your doubts, go to these websites, check for more information. I will suggest you to check for more information. And after you get more information, you reach out to me again. If you have questions, you reach out to me again, and you tell me in which website you have seen it, or you may share the link with me. Then we can discuss on that. What are the questions you have, and etc. I'll explain. So that will not be a problem. So I will be putting that website here. First of all, I'll show you what is that website. So this is the website where we have differences between severity and priority in testing with example. So I have also given you an example, right? You can go through this complete information, but before you go through this information, you have to understand this concept. After that, you can go to the website and get more information from that. So I will be very happy to assist you. See you in next video, guys. So here is the website I'm giving. Okay. You may reach out to me after first you watch the video, understand the concept, note down the questions, go to this website, go through all the information, note down the questions, reach out to me. We can discuss all the questions, and I'll clarify your doubts. Okay, guys? Thank you. See you on next video.